What if today wasn't just another day, but the one moment the universe chose you to receive something extraordinary? Hello, radiant souls of the Leo Zodiac. Welcome to Eternal Mindfulness, where every video is more than just a horoscope. It's a doorway into your highest destiny. This isn't a coincidence. You didn't click on this by accident. The truth is, if this video found you today, it's because something in your energy field aligned with a cosmic invitation, and May 1st, 2025, is a day like no other. This is a powerful moment. A day when divine timing, karmic cycles, and astrological energy collide in your favor. If you've been sensing that something big is on the horizon, a shift, a breakthrough, or even a long-awaited miracle, then you're right on time. You're not imagining things. You're awakening to them. Now let me ask you, have you been feeling it? That buzzing undercurrent in your chest? A pull towards something you can't quite name, but feel with certainty? That, my friend, is the vibration of a spiritual jackpot. A sacred ripple that says, you've done the inner work. You've held on through the darkness. Now, it's time to collect the light. In Buddhist wisdom, we are reminded that when intention is pure and energy aligns, blessings flow not because we beg, but because we are ready. And I'm here to tell you, you are ready. Today, the cosmos hands you the key. The only question is, will you turn the lock? Drop a comment below to affirm your alignment and anchor this moment into reality. I'm ready to receive my divine jackpot. Or share the angel number that's been following you. That's no coincidence. That's your personal activation code. Let me take a moment to offer my sincerest gratitude for your presence here. Every like, every comment, every subscribe you've ever gifted to this channel has helped grow this sacred space, Eternal Mindfulness, where seekers like you come to remember the power they've always held. So thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Your presence fuels this mission. Your energy makes this possible. And believe me when I say, you'll want to stay with me until the very last minute of today's message, because what the universe is about to reveal is nothing short of breathtaking. So let me ask you, what magnetic thread pulled you here? Was it a whisper in a dream? A curious thought? A repeated number on a license plate? Whatever brought you here, trust it. There are no accidents in a universe this precise. Stay with me. Your light is about to unlock something powerful. When three cosmic bodies align in perfect harmony, especially when they carry the energetic weight of the Sun, Venus, and Neptune, it's never just about astrology. It's about timing, precision, and readiness. Today's alignment doesn't merely suggest a lucky day in the casual sense. It speaks to a rare opening, one that's both internal and external. You are not just witnessing a shift in the stars, you are feeling a shift within yourself. This is the kind of day where old resistance quietly dissolves, and the light finally breaks through. The Sun, ruler of Leo, represents your core identity, the you that shines without apology. It casts light on both your strengths and your shadows. When it harmonizes with Venus, the planet of value and attraction, you are being gently asked, what are you truly worthy of? Not what you settle for, not what others approve of, but what you know, deep in your bones, is meant for you. This energy enhances not only financial magnetism but the clarity needed to recognize your value and stop hiding behind modesty or fear. Neptune, the mystic, softens everything it touches, but it also calls for truth. Not the loud, dramatic truth of confrontation, but the quiet, inner truth that speaks when the world is still. Combined with the Sun and Venus, Neptune invites you to imagine again, to dream again, but this time with precision, and not from illusion. This trio forms a golden bridge between inspiration and manifestation, between vision and action. It asks you, can you walk that bridge with trust? From the perspective of mindful living, this is not about chasing external symbols of wealth or love. It's about remembering that the seeds of these things already live inside you. When a farmer plants a seed, they don't dig it up every day to check its progress. They trust the unseen. They water it. They remove weeds. They show up daily. And they let the sunlight do its part. You are the seed, the soil, and the sower all at once. The universe today simply turns up the sunlight. But you must choose to grow. There's an old saying, when the conditions are right, the fruit appears. But the fruit doesn't come from nowhere, it comes from commitment. That's what today offers you, the conditions. The rest is up to your willingness to commit, even in small ways. Even in just one clear intention. So instead of waiting for permission or the perfect timing, write down that wild goal. The one that feels just a little too big, a little too bright. Close your eyes and picture yourself 6 months from now, living it. Breathe into that version of you. Speak the words, I am ready to receive this. And then take one step, however small. Send that email. Open that account. Reach out to that person. Declare the vision. The point is not the scale of the action, it's the sincerity behind it. That is the moment when everything begins to shift. Just like a lotus blooming in muddy water, transformation doesn't always require ideal conditions. Sometimes, all it needs is courage and a crack of light. And today, the crack is wide open. You are already enough, already aligned, already in motion. Don't wait to be chosen. You are the one choosing. That's what makes this moment powerful. The invitation isn't to do more. It's to align deeper. To match your vibration with your vision. And to know, not just hope, but know, that what you are calling in is already calling you back. Not every story of winning begins with a celebration. Some begin in silence, in stillness, in the quiet moments when we question whether the work we've done, internally and externally, has truly meant something. But as we step into the wisdom of this tarot spread, it becomes clear, what you've sown is returning, not in the exact form you imagined, but in the form that most honors your growth. This is a reading not about fantasy, but about earned fortune. A fortune of presence, clarity, and alignment. The magician opens this spread like a mirror, reminding you that what you seek, you already carry. Tools, talents, timing, they're not outside of you. They exist in the subtle blend of your will and awareness. In moments of doubt, we often forget that manifestation isn't magic, it's memory. It's remembering your own ability to choose, to act, to redirect. And today, life is nudging you forward with a clear message. If you move with trust, the path will rise to meet you. The chariot arrives next, not as a symbol of speed, but of focus. Real progress isn't about how fast you go, but how well you stay in direction. It reflects an inner discipline, a commitment to the journey even when conditions aren't perfect. When the Chariot appears alongside the Magician, it's a gentle pressure. Don't just dream, steer. You are the one holding the reins now. Momentum is gathering, but you must name where you're headed. Ace of Pentacles follows, offering a doorway through the material world. This card speaks to beginnings, not imagined, but real. Tangible. Maybe it's a new client, a job offer, an idea with income potential. Or maybe it's something quieter, like a shift in the way you see your own financial worth. Either way, the seed of prosperity is being handed to you, not as a finished product, but as a gift of potential. You can't receive what you don't believe you deserve, so the invitation here is simple: hold it with both hands. The Lovers arrive to remind you that every choice is a chance to come into deeper harmony, with yourself, with another, with the path you're on. This is not merely romantic, it's energetic. A soul-level invitation to align values with action, heart with decision. When this card shows up, it's a sign that something or someone is resonating at your frequency. But to fully receive the connection, you must be brave enough to be seen. Honesty and vulnerability will draw the right energy closer. Next, the Ten of Swords reversed is not a warning, it's a relief. This is the end of a cycle. You've known betrayal, depletion, loss. But today, this card tells a different story. You're no longer lying face down in old pain. You're lifting your head. And maybe, for the first time in a long time, you're realizing that the worst is already behind you. The growth that came from your scars has prepared you for something more stable. You no longer need to fight old battles. You've already won them. Finally, the star returns, soft, luminous, healing. It doesn't shout. It shines quietly, reminding you of promises made long ago. Dreams you shelved because you thought timing was wrong, or you were wrong, or life got too loud. But the stars never forget. What was whispered into the universe in your moments of pure longing has echoed back, and today, it takes form. This card isn't just hope, it's confirmation. A gentle nod that yes, your wishes were heard. And yes, now is the time to receive them. Throughout this entire spread, there is a consistent thread: renewal. A remembering of power. A returning to self. In teachings of mindfulness, it is often said that clarity arises not from force, but from stillness. That the answer we seek externally often waits quietly within us, unfolding only when we pause long enough to hear it. Today, these cards aren't here to tell you what to do. They're here to confirm what you already know: you're ready. You've grown. And now, you're being met with something that finally matches your inner transformation. The jackpot isn't just coming. It's here. And it looks a lot like you, fully seen, finally aligned. There are moments when progress doesn't feel like a loud breakthrough, but a gentle click. A sense that something within you has finally aligned, and because of that, everything around you starts shifting in response. That's the energy we are stepping into now, and it's especially visible in the areas of money, career, and well-being. You've been moving through an inner recalibration for months, perhaps without a clear reward in sight. But like a dam quietly giving way to a rising current, your outer world is preparing to reflect all the unseen changes you've made within. When it comes to finances, abundance begins not with the numbers in your account, but with your relationship to value itself. There is a subtle but powerful shift happening in your mindset around money. You may notice it in the way you respond to opportunities, or how you finally stop shrinking your worth. A surprise sum or financial invitation may arrive soon, but what matters more is this: your energy is no longer in scarcity mode. You're not chasing lack, you're cultivating readiness. And in this readiness, wealth finds room to flow. Just as a tree doesn't grasp at sunlight but still receives it fully, you are learning to let resources come to you with less force and more trust. You might also find yourself drawn to a new financial decision, a pivot, a pitch, an idea you once thought was too far-fetched. Follow the spark, but stay grounded. Use clarity as your compass, not urgency. From a mindful lens, true abundance is never rushed. It builds upon intention, gratitude, and action. That's why now is the perfect time to thank money before it arrives. Words shape energy. Gratitude shapes outcomes. Even a quiet, "Thank you for the prosperity that's already on its way to me," can recalibrate the field around you in powerful ways. In your professional world, something important is being seen. Maybe by a person of influence. Maybe by life itself. You've been showing up, working not only with your hands but with your heart. And the spotlight is quietly turning toward you, not for show, but for recognition. You may receive an invitation, a collaboration, or a chance to finally step into a more aligned role. This opportunity could arrive unexpectedly, through someone you didn't think was watching, or in a form you never considered. The key is to be ready. Make space for the new by refining what you already carry: your CV, your message, your voice. Sometimes it's not the job title that shifts first, but the energy of self-permission. When you tell life, "I'm ready to take the stage," the doors begin to open. And as all this movement unfolds, don't forget your most sacred resource, your body. Your well-being is the vessel that holds your vision. Healing is already in motion. You may feel more energized, more clear, more in tune with your body's signals. Don't ignore them. A morning ritual, 3 deep breaths, a stretch, a few moments of stillness, can do more than hours of hustle. Even a warm cup of water with citrus can be a quiet revolution. These small, deliberate acts of care are not just routines, they are declarations that you are worth sustaining. The sun governs your sign, and with it comes vitality. But just as the sun rests each night, so must you. Rest isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Strength is not about how much you push, but how well you listen to what's needed next. Everything you're building now, wealth, impact, peace, is rooted in how deeply you honor the intersection between action and presence. Let today be the day you align not only with what's possible but with what is already rising to meet you. Sometimes, the softest shifts bring the greatest transformation. When it comes to love, family, and human connection, we're often conditioned to expect thunder, grand gestures, intense declarations, fireworks. But today's energy whispers instead of roars. It invites you to notice the quiet ways in which you're already seen, felt, and valued. In the delicate spaces between words, in the glance held 1 second too long, in the simple text that arrives out of nowhere, love is speaking. Not loudly, but clearly. If you're in a relationship right now, you may sense a new level of understanding taking root. Not necessarily because anything dramatic happens, but because something subtle clicks. A partner may finally understand what you meant weeks ago. Or you might find yourself seeing them not as who they were, but who they are becoming. Growth in love isn't linear. It's circular, like the breath, returning to the same moments again, this time with more awareness, more softness, more presence. The harmony you crave is already in motion, often revealed through the little things, a shared silence that feels safe, a kind act done without needing credit, a moment of laughter that cuts through stress like light through fog. For those who are single, the message today is a gentle challenge: open. Just a little. You don't need to launch into a full-hearted romance tomorrow. But you do need to make space. Whether it's stepping into a new place with natural light and new energy, or sharing something honest on your feed, or simply offering your smile to a stranger at the grocery store, the act of showing up is its own kind of magnetism. When you let your light be seen, someone who's been seeking that light finally has a chance to recognize it. And connection begins, not in perfection, but in authenticity. In teachings of inner stillness, it is often said that the deepest relationships are not found, they are remembered. As if the souls already knew each other, and are simply waiting for the right moment to reunite in this lifetime. Whether romantic or platonic, these connections often arrive when you're not trying to prove anything, when you're most aligned with who you really are. That's why the most powerful thing you can do today is be unapologetically you, with a soft heart, open eyes, and quiet confidence. And let's not forget the ones who have known you the longest, your family. Sometimes, the love there hides under layers of habit, of pride, of silence. But don't mistake stillness for absence. Someone close to you may be watching from the sidelines, cheering you on, even if they don't yet know how to say it. If there's been distance or discomfort between you and someone you once held dear, you're being nudged to take the first step. Not to fix everything, but to reopen the door. A simple message: hey, just thinking of you. Hope today's good can be more powerful than you realize. In the smallest of efforts, warmth returns. So much of today's energy is about making the invisible visible. Making time for the relationships that matter. Making space for the kind of connection that nourishes rather than drains. Whether it's romantic love, chosen family, or an old friendship that's waiting to spark again, remember this: the quality of your relationships reflects the quality of presence you bring into them. Don't wait for others to go first. Your vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a catalyst. And in a world that's always urging you to rush, to upgrade, to move on, taking a moment to really see the people around you might be the most revolutionary act of all. Because when you're truly seen, and when you dare to truly see others, that's when love, in all its forms, begins to bloom without force. What we wear, the colors we choose, the numbers we're drawn to, these aren't random details. They're energetic signatures, subtle alignments that bridge the space between the outer world and our inner frequency. Today's invitation is not just to observe these patterns, but to consciously work with them. When you begin to treat color and number as forms of resonance rather than decoration, you'll notice how much more intentional and magical your day becomes. Gold bronze is the frequency of tangible abundance. It carries the vibration of solar energy, boldness, and the quiet confidence that knows wealth is not just about accumulation, but circulation. Wearing this color today can act like a mirror for your self-worth, reminding you that you are not here to beg the universe for prosperity, but to reflect it from within. It invites you to hold your goals with authority, to walk into the room like you already belong in the version of your life you're calling in. Gold isn't about showing off, it's about showing up. Then there's the deep, wine-toned red, a hue that stirs passion, decisiveness, and emotional truth. This color brings grounding to desire. It connects heart to action, longing to expression. Red is not only about love, it's about showing up fiercely in the space you inhabit. It teaches you to act even when perfection isn't guaranteed, to speak even when your voice shakes. When this color surrounds you, it activates the will to do, not just dream. It also aligns beautifully with Venusian energy, drawing in connection through authenticity, not performance. Now, let's talk numbers. These aren't just for luck. They're keys, vibrational codes you can use to stay aligned with the bigger picture. The number 1 is a bold reminder of sovereignty. It says, you are the source. It carries the courage to initiate, even when no one else understands your vision. It nudges you to take that first step, make the first call, write the first line. This is the number of the pioneer. Lean into it when you feel the pull to lead rather than follow. 5 brings motion. Change. A moment of shift. It appears when something in your life is about to be stirred, sometimes externally, sometimes from within. If you've been praying for a sign or waiting for the green light, this number says, the wind is changing direction. Use it. Flow with it. Don't resist the wave, ride it. 11 is a sacred mirror. When it shows up, your intuition is heightened. It's the gentle nudge to pay attention to the synchronicities around you, songs, phrases, numbers, sudden thoughts. 11 tells you the veil is thin. Guidance is near. Be still enough to receive it. 21 is a door. Often linked to completions and new chapters, this number indicates that you've finished a lesson and are now ready for the next level. But like any door, it won't open unless you turn the handle. You're not locked out. You're simply being asked to participate in your own transition. 44 is structure and protection. It's the reminder that building something worthwhile requires a foundation. But also, that you are never building alone. Even when progress feels slow or invisible, support is surrounding you, seen and unseen. Stay consistent. Let your rituals be your roots. And then there's 888, the echo of financial expansion. This number often appears when your mindset is finally aligned with your capacity to receive. It's not about luck. It's about readiness. You don't have to earn this number. You align with it by trusting that what you give is already enough. When 888 is around, it means the flow is open. Stay generous. Stay clear. Stay grateful. Comment the number that resonates with you right now, not just as a symbol, but as a declaration. This isn't about predicting luck. It's about anchoring it. Matching your energy to the frequency of abundance, passion, purpose, and peace. You've done the inner work. Now let the outer world respond. Leo, if you've made it to this moment, then you already know, May 1st wasn't just another date on the calendar. It was a sacred checkpoint. A cosmic green light. A mirror held up to remind you that the person you've been waiting for is already here. It's you. The version of yourself that dares to believe, to act, to receive, and to shine. No permission needed. No validation required. Throughout today's journey, the signs have been loud and clear. Your energy is aligned with something rare and powerful. The jackpot isn't only about money or opportunity. It's about resonance. It's about finally feeling like life is responding to your presence instead of demanding your performance. You've been planting seeds of trust, of vision, of quiet effort for months, maybe years. And now, things are beginning to unfold in ways that don't require struggle. Only openness. So I ask you now, can you allow good things to come without guilt? Can you walk into abundance without trying to justify it? Can you accept love without questioning whether you've earned it? These questions aren't rhetorical, they're invitations. Because when you decide to stop chasing and start choosing, life begins to mirror that decisiveness in everything. Today, your assignment is simple. Choose to believe you've already won. Choose to move through the rest of the day as if the celebration has already begun. Because in a very real way, it has. That opportunity, it's already looking for you. That person, already sensing your light. That version of you, already inside you, just waiting for you to say, yes. I'm ready. And remember, victory doesn't always arrive with confetti. Sometimes it arrives in the form of clarity. Or peace. Or a breath that feels like the first real one in days. If today brought you even one of those moments, then you're already in alignment. Now I'd love to hear from you. Drop a sparkles in the comments to anchor your energy. Or share the one thing you're most excited to receive today. Declaring it out loud isn't just symbolic, it's magnetic. It tells the universe, I'm not hiding anymore. And if this message stirred something in you, if it gave you hope, clarity, or just a sense of being seen, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Eternal Mindfulness, and turn on the notification bell. Every act of engagement here isn't just support, it's sacred. It keeps this energetic circle strong and thriving. And it allows us to continue showing up with the kind of guidance your soul can lean into, whenever you need it. So until next time, Leo, don't wait to shine. You are the light. The world is lucky to witness you. Keep shining, Leo. And trust me, this is only the beginning.